to an encore presentation of The Kevin Jackson Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. Before I get to some of the clips, I want to read something from a friend of mine. He wrote me and he says, asterisk one, he was about the Oprah speech. He said it was just another speech dividing blacks and whites. What I said, women and men, typical liberal clap. Says, I love it when men applaud themselves being, and I'll clean it up, being butt munches. He says, asterisk number two, she told a story about a black woman raped by white men. Why did color have anything to do with the story except to make it color related? I assure you, for every black girl raped, we can find a white girl, an Asian, a Muslim, but Oprah chose to divide us. Why was color brought into the story? Other than Harvey Weinstein and Al Franken are white, so was she saying that this is a white-black problem? I guess no producers seduce women, no black producers seduce women. And he goes on. I felt I was listening to Michelle Obama, only much more elegant, dividing us again. It was about division. I'm tired of it. Not all men are crap. Not all white men rape black women. But if you listen to Oprah, blacks and whites are two different humans. It's as if she spoke, and she spoke and all the liberals just sat there amazed. Enough already. Says, I was praying Oprah would come out and discuss anything with black versus white, but that's all she did. Loud applause. People crying while listening. And I'm going to stop there and just tell you, that's the ridiculousness of Hollywood. They all, oh my gosh, it's just amazing that she's saying this. It's crazy. And he goes on to say this, ridiculous tears. Sorry. I see white and black the same. I'm damn tired of hearing why we're so different by the richest of the Hollywood elite. Maybe if she told a story about how powerful men own Hollywood, used this power to dictate who worked and who didn't, depending upon if you made him happy. But Oprah never came close. We got another liberal lesson on the back of the bus as she cited Rosa Parks. He says, and Denzel, making $25 million a picture, shook his head in agreement. Ask if the rich NFL athletes how terrible their lives are. I hear the price of Ferraris are up. Enough already. Actually, the only true movement I've seen in the black community was created by Donald Trump, but no one will say black unemployment is at an all-time low. And I assure you, after 8 years, he will have done more for the black community than any other president in history. Want to bet? And let me tell you, this buddy of mine, good friends with President Trump. He's good friends with me too. Very, connects me with a lot of folks. This guy's spot on. He knows exactly what he's talking about. He's not racist. He's looking at this going, when will these people stop? And I'm going to give you the answer. It isn't going to happen. The only thing you can do is learn to change their behavior to such a degree that they won't say this stuff. They feel comfortable telling you all these different stories. But here's what I want to do. I want to get into the first clip and play this Oprah Winfrey piece. And I'm going to explain to you along the way the hypocrisy of what Oprah says with every single thing that spews out of her dumb mouth. And people look at it and she's so elegant. She was so beautiful. She was so well spoken on this. It was absolute. If you read between the lines, which is what I do, you'll see everything she said was nonsense. And here we go. I'm going to play the first clip.
I was a little girl sitting on the linoleum floor of my mother's house in Milwaukee, watching Anne Bancroft present the Oscar for Best Actor at the 36th Academy Awards. She opened the envelope and said 5 words that literally made history. The winner is Sidney Poitier. Up to the stage came the most elegant man I had ever seen. I remember his tie was white and of course his skin was black, and I'd never seen a black man being celebrated like that. And I have tried many times to explain what a moment like that means to a little girl, a kid watching from the cheap seats as my mom came through the door, bone tired from cleaning other people's houses. But all I can do is quote and say that the explanation in Sidney's performance in Lilies of the Field, amen, 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 amen. In 1982, Sidney received the Cecil B. DeMille Award right here at the Golden Globes, and it is not lost on me that at this moment, there are some little girls watching as I become the first black woman to be given the same award. It is an honor. It is an honor, and it is a privilege to share the evening with all of them, and also with the incredible men and women who've inspired me, who've challenged me, who've sustained me, and made my journey to this stage possible. Dennis Swanson, who took a chance on me for AM Chicago. Quincy Jones, who saw me on that show and said to Steven Spielberg, yes, she is Sophia in The Color Purple. Gail, who's been the definition of what a friend is, and Stedman, who's been my rock, just a few to name.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson. Did you miss the irony? Yeah, the irony. First of all, there was a tepid clapping in most of that stuff. There was a tepid clapping, other than the fact that she was the first black woman to win the Cecil B. DeMille Award. Congratulations. Wow. Another group of Holly weirdos giving themselves, big fat awards while they make big fat money. Well, congratulations. And don't misunderstand me, folks. You should be recognized for good works. But I just look at Hollywood and go, for what? Congratulations. Oprah did a great job in The Color Purple. Moving along. But the thing that got me was this. They're bashing men in Hollywood. They're bashing men about all the things that we do. I'm sick of it. I'm no longer taking it. I don't know how other men are, but I'm not taking it. I get into arguments with feminists and say, you tell me what it is that makes your life so different than mine, because you have different anatomy than I do. Different, you got a JJ and I've got a PP. Explain it to me. But here's what I want you to understand. One, she says, I want to thank Dennis Swanson. Now, Dennis Swanson put her on AM Chicago. This is a man who recognized this black woman back in the 70s and said, hey, I think I see something in you. You need to be on AM Chicago. That launched her career. There's a Jewish guy, I forget maybe it is Dennis Swanson, but I remember reading a story where Oprah said, I'm not known if it weren't for this man. And I don't believe it was Swanson. I believe it was somebody else. But then the next thing that got Oprah into the limelight was Quincy Jones. Saw her on that show. So a black dude went, oh man, there's the person you need to talk to. So what does Quincy do? Quincy calls up Spielberg, another man, and says, I just found your Sophia. So Spielberg says, wow, let's have her come in and audition. And they gave her the role of Sophia. And what did that do? That launched her career. And then who does she finally credit at the very end for being her rock? Stedman, the guy who's been quietly, comfortably behind the scenes while Oprah does what she does. I don't know what Stedman does, but he's still there. He's still her man. And she says, and Gail's been my best friend. That's the only woman that she mentions in a litany of people that helped her build her career. The only woman is the woman that's been her lifelong friend. Everybody who built her career, who made her into the billionaire that she is today, who made her a one word known around the world, Oprah, was a guy. And then what she get up there and do? She got to bash men. What does Hollywood get up there? We got to bash these men, these pitiful men. Pitiful men making their careers, but they're pitiful. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about hypocrites. Nothing but hypocrites. Oprah Winfrey stood up on that stage and pretended about problems that are created by men. I think they're created by women, to be honest with you. Because let me tell you what a man will do. A man will do what a woman lets him do. That's true. Think about it this way. If a man ever strikes a woman and she says, first of all, she should leave. So if she doesn't leave and she says, that's the last time you'll put your hands on me. Because I know there are women in my family said that to the men that they're still married to. Because we know the stories inside of my family. It's not a secret. And they'll go, yeah, I hit your auntie one time and she told me that's the last time you'll do that. And she meant it. And that was it. I'm just telling you, if a woman will allow you to do things, because if she says that's the end, that's the end. I can go into the details of it if you guys want, but I choose not to. But I'm just telling you, women can stop whatever they want. If women wanted to stop the behavior of Hollywood, of sleeping your way to the top, it would be done. It wouldn't even occur. They'd get together and say, I'm not taking any of those roles. And it would be women saying, nope, we are in solidarity on this. It's our bodies. We're not going to do this. We're going to respect ourselves. But you know why it doesn't happen? Because there's always a woman willing to do it. And it's not just one. It's a bunch of them. So if they wanted to get to the bottom of that, you know where they'd end up? They'd end up with conservatism. They'd end up with young ladies being taught to respect themselves and to respect their bodies.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177, or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.